My name is Suris. I work in mixed media, sculpture usually. I work with recycled materials that I find and discarded things that people discard in everyday life. And those are the things that delight me and that I collect to use. I love found objects because they're immediate textures, shapes, forms, and different light sources. Sometimes I go out looking for particular pieces. I need a certain size of rusted metal, or sometimes I'm just walking, little pieces of wire, things that catch my eye, things that I find beauty in, or things that I can draw upon when I'm building a piece. It gives me great joy to find objects. They're like treasures, and I love to bring them home and store them. It's like more vocabulary to work with, especially when I have lots of ingredients. My process of creating begins by usually just words. I don't really have an image of something that I'm going to create, and I start to collect materials that I think relate to that feeling that I'm trying to express. It's a balancing project because I'm using different materials that don't really match, like wire with stone. So some have to be bolted and glued and hammered and soldered. This piece is in process. There are 3 others already finished and on the property where they've been commissioned. It's made from discarded chicken wire, pieces of road tires that I find when I'm driving. They make a wonderful wildness for this particular raven, and I'm just adjusting it each day, waiting for its life to appear and be complete. It's really important for me to have life essence and vibration in the pieces that I make. When I feel a spark inside my own thinking, I want that aliveness of my thought and delight to be in the piece. So many of my pieces move or react with the wind or walking across the room vibration. And it's the life force I think that I'm after and that fascinates me the most. So I always stick a little something in there that moves or that's a surprise element, a little sparkle, a little tiny piece of magic. It's like infusing it with a little heartbeat. I think it's the human experience that I like to capture. Many of my pieces hold a great spirit in them. Maybe because of my intention, but a lot of times it's the material. When I find a fallen tree, that to me is a sacred tree. And so I collect part of it and I bring it back here to honor it and to infuse my energy with it. And that would be something that you would find in my drums. I love to work with the trunks of trees. My signature is I usually always put a little door that opens up in each drum. It can change the tone of the drum as you're using it. Trees are magic. Drumming is magic. So I put those little symbolic doors on every drum to go in with your imagination or thoughts. I think Abigail for me has been an enriching place to find myself working. I was immediately drawn into the landscape and spent maybe the first 4 years just walking and collecting natural things to work with. The landscape here is overwhelming. It allows my mind to venture creatively. The sky can take you up and over the mountains. The ground can ground what you're thinking. There's a certain freedom here and a beauty that's just undeniable. It's just been a huge enrichment.